In my opinion, here are the top 5 maps in Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the Galactic Assault game mode. Starting off with the honorable mentions, we have Crate and Hoth. Hoth is an overall pretty good map, but there are some glaring issues I have with it. The first phase is the weakest out of all the transport phases in the game, and the amount of strafing can be super annoying, especially as a hero. The second phase is by far the best, with the close quarter combat being super fun. Where Hoth really falls off though, is the third phase, which is pretty lackluster. I feel that is pretty one-sided for the Imperials, and it lacks the excitement of the second phase. Slightly above Hoth is Crate, one of the best sniping maps in the game. The first phase is by far the best, with the close quarter combat being exhilarating and the long distance sniping being super intense at times. Where Crate suffers though, is the second and third phase, as is mostly a steamroll for the first order. The ATSTs make the second phase super easy to capture, and the third objective can be easily taken down using a couple well-placed heavy sentries. Moving into the top 5, at number 5, we have Camino. Camino is one of the most well-rounded maps in the game. The first and third phases are super intense, with close quarter combat. The second phase is a complete opposite, with an open battlefield, but it still keeps the same level of energy as the other two. The final phase is a completely other story, as it feels really one-sided. The point is super open, and there's only 2 hallways leading to it, usually leading to a Republic victory. At number 4, we have Kashyyyk. This might be surprising, as Kashyyyk is considered by many to be the best map in the game, and I agree with them for the first phase. The second and third phase really brings it down a notch. They both don't hold up to the level of the first phase, and they usually lead to an easy separatist victory. The 2 turbo tanks are really easy to hold for the droids, and the pipes are relatively easy to blow up, which brings down its ranking significantly. At number 3, we have the Death Star 2. The Death Star 2 has no major flaws in my opinion, with it being a great map. The action is always immaculate, and always thrilling, and having no overpowered vehicles makes it even more fun. The only issue I have with it is that it can be sometimes a bit one-sided, but that can be said for most maps. At number 2, I have Endor. All 3 phases are super fun to play, and the third phase is so nice when you get a nice even battle. The only problem I have with Endor is that it gets stuck on the first phase often, which is always underwhelming. To no one's surprise, at number 1, we have Naboo. Where can I start with this map? It is easily the best map in the entire game. All 3 phases are super thrilling and interesting, with the third phase being a great battle. The first phase is great, with a mix of urban and plant life. The second phase mostly goes to the separatists, but that doesn't really matter. Basically, everyone wants to play the fast-paced, exciting third phase. The map always amazes me, which is why it deserves the number 1 spot.